Hey everybody, it's Victor. It's another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit. Hope your weekends were awesome. Oh my gosh, what the heck was that start there? Go out, curse the blind. Demur Wiek. So we've got Jupiter, or not Jupiter, but Saturnus and also Delirious, which this is a very unique start here. Now, normally I would be a little bit down on this because we wouldn't have very good stats, but we actually do have decent stats. The thing I don't like about Saturnus, though, is the fact that it tends to just grab random tiers that enemies shoot at you, and that can cause some issues with your dodging. Because you see an enemy tier coming at you, you decide to pivot left or right, thinking that you're going to dodge it, and all of a sudden it gets caught by Saturnus, and then you end up inadvertently dodging to something else that you shouldn't have been dodging into. So there are times when Saturnus feels like it's okay. Hey, it's Curse the Blind. I'm just going to take it anyway. Little Chad. C-Dizzle. We're going to need all the help we can get, C-Dizzle. But if you have piercing shots or something like that, then it can actually be okay. It's definitely not the worst of the planetarium items. It's certainly not the best, but it's definitely not one of the worst. It's just kind of like, if you have the tier effects associated that can make it good, and then well, let's put it this way. It's one of those items that needs other items to be okay. Like if you get Saturnus with something like, say, Trisagion, then you're looking at an automatic, kind of like a tiny planet Trisagion sort of thing going on, which can be very awesome. But unfortunately, we don't have that right now. I'm going to use Delirious in here. We're going to spawn, I think that's Stained. Look at Isaac's face right now. There we go. So Delirium Stained helps us out. We do get a Tears upgrade here. Yeah, we can see right through them. And we also caught a bunch of the Tears. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Huh. Okay. All right, I'm paying attention, game. Is that something that we could possibly take advantage of? With Stain throwing out all the tiers like that, and then we can catch them with the Saturnus passive. Maybe. It's certainly interesting. It's appealing now that I saw that. So Delirious, by the way, will spawn one random boss of any variety. And unlike the previous version of Delirious, it now stays with Isaac until they're destroyed. So they basically act like any other charmed familiar that you might have. Very happy that we not only got a Tears upgrade on the previous floor, but also now we're looking at having 8-inch nails, which is a fantastic damage upgrade. So we're getting bits and pieces here. Gonna try to protect Stain as much as we can. We got to get into that tinted rock that we saw. Yeah. Except I don't think the Tears will stay with us though, will they? No, they do not persist through. They do not persist through rooms. And we really don't have anything to play here. Maybe if we get lucky here with Three Skull Monty. Hey, there we go. All right, so we got a Yave. Now just give us a bomb. Oh my gosh. Three Skull Monty, look at this. Some big time plays happening here. I know the secret room is there. Here's our tinted rock. That was a massive play by Three Skull Monty. So let's go into the secret room now. We might be able to afford something from the shop. Maybe get the quarter too. Did not get the quarter. Stain's just chilling out, but we did get a luck upgrade. Okay, so we're at 11 cents now. We still have the option to bomb our donation machine. And that Three Skull Monty play was that was exceedingly lucky. I just got done failing a 7% and a 17%, or sorry, a 17% and then a 7% in consecutive order in Uma Musume. So maybe luck is turning around for me. I wouldn't bet on it, but I am going to take restock. It's early enough for this to be viable. And as long as nothing bad happens to this soul heart we've got. Yeah, so down goes Stain, but he did help us destroy Widow. We get some bombas, which is good. And yeah, this isn't great. It's definitely not worth the HP. No disrespect to Little Brimmy, but that's just not what we're looking for here. And it's not to say that Little Brimstone is bad. It's a matter. What it comes down to is a matter of value versus our HP that we currently have. Okay. So that bomb that we got from the arcade enabled us to go into the super secret room, and we got some more money, which sets us up for, who knows, possibly something great in the next shop, because we have restock now. So I think it is worth it for us to go into the curse room just to go check to see what's going on in there. I could use a bomb to bomb the donation machine, or the blood bank machine, or one of the beggars, but I'm not going to do that. We get Guppy's collar. I had a feeling we were going to see something in here. I don't know why. It's just a hunch. Okay, so we end up getting a Guppy item, not from our devil deal, obviously, but still, all the same, that the biggest play here was Three Skull Monty, and honestly, I'm feeling lucky on this one. Okay, it's over. Let's see if we can get anything off of this charge beggar here. We did not. We just got our bomb back. You know what? I'm not going to bomb this Monty. He earned his freedom. I do want to bomb this steel chest, though. Let's see if we can get out of here. And okay. All right, the floor just wants us to leave. Fine. Fine. We have 3 keys and 2 bombs. This is fine. And I'm going to hold on to the matchstick. I should mention really fast that I have a pretty nasty ulcer underneath my tongue right now, on the left side of my tongue. It is impeding my ability to speak properly right now. So I'm trying my best, but just be aware if it sounds a little weird today, that's the reason. I'm just gonna use Delirious now, so we have at least someone with us, and then we're gonna obviously take the Book of Revelations. And we are most likely just going to have to bite the bullet. It's early enough in this run where we're going to have to get an orbital here. We have a damage upgrade. Our tears rate is okay, so I don't mind sacrificing a boss item here just to make sure that we have plenty of HP. I can't believe they didn't open it up. Okay, because it's not there. Fair enough, game. We get Monstro for however long he decides to stay alive for. Probably won't be very long with all these explosive. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know where we spawn little gishes at, but apparently Delirious Monstro does that. The Delirious Monstro helping us out. Kind of being a bro right now, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna give us another full charge on the Book of Revelations, which gives us a soul heart for every 6 charges. Careful, Monstro. I don't want you blowing up before the boss, at least. Nice shot there by Monstro. Actually, no. You know what? That's not Monstro. It's Gish. No wonder. That's Delirium Gish. That's the reason why we're spawning little Gishes. We get Tooth and Nail, which is... it's an item. I mean, at least we can get into curse rooms for free. We kind of valued that the other day, so this is fine. Hey, you know, honestly, Ventricle Razor did very well for us. It's not an item that you see me take a whole lot. And whenever we can kind of showcase items like that without it negatively impacting our runs, then it's a good time. We lost all of our Gish pals, but that's okay. Gish is still alive. I think the secret room is to the right of here. And it is. Gonna be a key beggar, which I'm just going to leave for now, because I'd rather have the keys. Yeah, I have an ulcer in a really, really bad spot underneath my tongue. It's that part of your tongue that rubs against your tooth when you like just talk. Yeah, down goes Gish. Right before the boss, unfortunately. We were having too much fun. Well, we know that it's going to be a horseman regardless because we've used the Book of Revelations. And let's see if we can sneak some more HP here with restock, although I would much rather have the treasure map though, which we are going to get. Oh, and we just earned another soul heart here thanks to the half price full charge. Nice. Okay. Very good. Very bueno. Let's bomb the fortune telling machine. Maybe we can get lucky and get a nickel or another soul heart. We're gonna bomb and another key. That's fine too. That's fine too. Yeah, see, I don't like when it catches other tiers there, especially explosive ones. Kind of worry me. Curse the Maze. This definitely feels like the item room over here. Maybe. And having some people join up with the Knighthood in 7DS. 7 Deadly Sins Origins game. And it's been real cool. I'm playing it not as much as I was regularly playing last week. That's a funny game. I'm still enjoying it quite a bit. Get a range upgrade here with Anemic, and that's about the only thing it's useful for. Unfortunately. This is probably the curse room over here. No, it's not. That also surprises me. I do like it, but the thing that bugs me about the game is just the sheer amount of bugs that are in it right now. And the multiplayer is great when it works. Big asterisk there when it works. Waiting for the pulse here on Tooth and Nail. So while we were in that sort of stone thorny form, Isaac is immune to damage. Very, very, very briefly. But that's the window of your opportunity to get into curse rooms for free and stuff. You should take it. Every chance you get. Lots of money here. That's excellent for the shop, which is going to be over towards the southeast of the map. You can just kind of tell with the layout. Now, that other room to the far west is probably, I would say, a sack room shuffle room. But it's not like we're going to be able to play it anyway, so I'm just not bothered by it. Get another trinket slot, which I will take with Mom's purse. And that's not what I want, but I will take 2 soul hearts, and that will alleviate the pressure for us to use the Book of Revelations on the next floor, thereby freeing us up for a boss item to drop. Final bomb going to the super secret room here. And yep. Don't be chug. No, that little... You have to be a little bit careful of the jostling of Isaac when you take 8-inch nails. And there's Revelation up there, which I will take because I want flying. As much as I want Tears Rate, I'll take flying. Oh shizzle. I'm gonna take you just so you don't appear in the game anymore. And Curse of the XL. Everyone's favorite curse. Our favorite curse. Now, I don't know why Revelation does that. I'm not shooting... First off, we don't have the analog stick, so I can't shoot diagonally manually anyway. And secondly, I don't even let go of the weapon, of the charge whenever that happens. It just kind of happens when I walk through a door. It's always mystifying because you can't do that. Now, again, I'm deliberately not using the Book of Revelations. Revelations. I'd like to see a Book of Revolutions, though. That'd be cool. Maybe it will spawn just like 20 random familiars for one room. That'd be neat. Yeah, see, that I don't understand right there. And right now, we're just trying to find Boss Rush. But we also have to find our Fool card, which we do not have access to currently. So shop, we might as well go in there. We get the compass. Ooh, mama. We also get Card Against Humanity. So that plus a that plus the restock might be huge for us. And we just picked it up. Okay, so we'll hold on that thought for now because we need to go find the Fool card to get out of the boss trap room and boss rush room. I mean, now on an XL floor, it's like a needle in a friggin' haystack. So good luck finding it deliberately. Normally, you just stumble across it, and that's it. Revelation helping us out here with the Holy Brimstone, the true Holy Brimstone, not Trisagion. Urging to know there's a bunch of mini charges in case if we end up spending a lot of our HP. We get Tech X, which I don't know, man. I've been really light on Tech X lately. I think I'm still traumatized from that really low damage one that we got a few what was it, a couple months ago. Ooh, now that's a 5-room. Now we're talking. If that's a 5-room in the dice room there, that could be massive for us because that will give us 2 extra floors to work with. We're going to check out all these rooms, but as it turns out, I have not gone to the right way yet. So we're going to fight as we get a horseman anyway, because of course we do. So now we can use the Book of Revelations whenever I want, but the job is not done yet because we need to go find that Fool card. Or find one somewhere just lying in a room. I don't even know where that chest came from. I didn't even see the chest. This is definitely the consequence of us not taking a Devil Deal on floor 2. But at that moment, I mean, we couldn't. We just could not. We didn't have enough HP. Little Brimmy was not worth it at the time. But Angel Deals have really been punishing lately. And Jar of Wisps is of no exception. We get a Golden Bomb here. And now we're starting to get down to the nitty gritty. And we still have not found the Fool card. Now, who wants to bet which room it's in? How long will it take us to find the Fool card? There it is. Wowee. I get to run all the way back. I am going to go in the curse room here because I'm not coming back to this side of the floor for the rest of the run. Okay. So the big question is that dice room a 5-room? Because that will give us a Forget-Me-Now, and if we get that, then we can restart the depths, or Necropolis in this matter, from Necropolis 1. I didn't even see the shadow there, dude. Where's all this creep coming from anyway? Okay, I'm gonna take the negative just for damage here. And that is Hamolacria, which will help us out. That will help us out with Saturnus, as you see right there, but also will help us out with the damage from Revelation. So now what we do is we go in and buy a Card Against Humanity. And then we get a lot of money and then hopefully run into a 5-room. I will say that most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time you see a dice room on an XL floor, especially if it's going to be in the depths or Necropolis, it is almost always going to be a 5-room. Now we have full mapping and we just need to find a very good wide open room to pop Card Against Humanity in. And hopefully we get the Petrified Poop early. And if we don't get a 5-room here, then I'll be very sad. It's not a great room to do this in. This is slightly better, I would say. Think we can spawn any more hosts game? Stars card. All right, let's see. Can we get Petrified Poop early here? I don't want to start letting Revelation go crazy because I don't want to destroy the poops and then find it. You're just not going to give it to us, are you? Okay. So that was a big waste of time, but at least we got the compass. So no Petrified Poop at all. And we made roughly 11 cents. It might be one of the worst Card Against Humanities of all time right there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything really worthwhile in here other than the blue map, which I am going to take. And we've almost done a complete and utter full clear here of a Necropolis 2 XL floor. Or, well, Necropolis XL floor. All will be forgiven if we get a 5-room in this dice room. All will be forgiven, game. It's a pretty lame shop. A very bad Card Against Humanity. You gave us the Horseman without us even using the Book of Revelation, so needless to say, you kind of owe us in a big way. In the room D20, and the dream is dead. Or no, that was a 4-room. That was a reroll room. Now we do have a bunch of pedestals here that we haven't taken because they're all bad. And that's Death's Touch, which I will take. So that's a massive damage upgrade for us here. Let's see what Shoop the Whoop turned into. Hoping that our boss item gets a Tears upgrade or something. And that's the wafer. Okay, well. Say no more, game. Now with the wafer, we can go straight to the lamb and skip the shoal if we find a Sacrum Shuffle. We still haven't done we haven't even done the challenge room yet. Let's do this real quick. Get Pandora's box now. And Pandora's box will give us 2 boss items on the next floor. I don't know why I did that, because we're going to have to do this again. Then we just need to get... What am I missing? My brain is telling me we need to go back and get something, but I don't know what. What am I forgetting here? My brain is telling me that we're forgetting to do something. Oh yeah, we get to see what the reroll was on the boss item here, and it's going to be fire rate. So, you know what? I'll call that all is forgiven, game. Even though it's only a 0.1 Tears upgrade, we'll call that one forgiven. And the angel room still was open somehow. Sure, we'll take Jar of Wisps. All right, Pandora's box, do your thing. Guaranteed 2 boss items here. And we get Cat of Nine Tails and a range upgrade. We definitely need a range. The Mother transformation here. And we are 1 of 3 of Guppy still. Wow, that was something in that room there. So with us having full mapping now, we'll know exactly if there is a Sacrum Shuffle or not. And I'm definitely willing to skip the sideways revelation shot. I don't know why, but every time I see it happen, it reminds me of that scene with Jim Carrey and Me, Myself, and Irene. Those of you who know, you know. If you've seen that scene and you don't know what it means, then, well, you can't afford it. And you know what, dude? I just don't even care. No, I don't care. So this should be an absolute dunking of death. We're somehow still getting horsemen. I'm not sure how. I'm not going to take that insult, and I will take Athame, however. And I should have used the strength card. That was a mistake. And Curse the Blind. Well, there's no sack room. We're not going to be able to skip Shoal. Super Pride, super dead. We're going to get 9 lives. So now it comes down to us just finding a Guppy item. And we will have Guppy with no help from Stanley whatsoever. I actually don't even want to bomb here because I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take a Blind Devil deal. I do like that face, though. It's pretty metal. Get a half Soul Heart. Now, remember, the wafer reduces all incoming damage by half. So if we get hit for anything in the late game, we only incur a half heart penalty instead of a full heart, which in a weird roundabout way, kind of, if you look at it from a different angle, it kind of doubles the HP that you have. Since every heart, you can take 2 hits until they are no longer usable. A doppelganger didn't even have a prayer in that one. I mean, we could play the Judgment for an HP upgrade. That'd be fine. It would at least help us identify the Devil Deal if we do get one. It all goes back to that 3 Skull Monty play. That was the boss of all bosses for 3 Skull Monties that I've ever seen. Everything that needed to happen happened perfectly on that. We'll get Devil Deal, and yep. And Curse the Lost. Okay. Curse the Lost, and we immediately go into 2 dead ends. What a coinky dink there. Thought I heard a heart drop. I'm still keeping up with my workouts. I haven't been able to go consecutive days in the last 2 weeks since I've been back in, but I'm trying to go whenever I can and doing the appropriate workouts. I did do shoulders today, but my right shoulder is in bad shape. It's still kind of hurting from the first week, and I didn't even, that's the thing, is that I didn't even go heavyweight. I'm just going lightweight. Like, I'm talking about doing very lightweight, because I know how my shoulder has been feeling. And I was able to do 3 exercises in a superset, and then I stopped because my shoulder was kind of doing this clicking thing where I can kind of feel it popping a little bit, and it was not pleasant. So a lot of the issues with both of my shoulders, but especially my right one, come from I know I could have waited for tooth and nail, but I don't care. Mostly come from football. I used to get stingers all the time in that shoulder. Football and racquetball, probably. I was talking to Mama Victa, and I told her that, you know, I probably at one point did injure my right shoulder when I was lifting heavy, and I just didn't notice it. Kind of one of those things where you don't know that you're hurt. So I might have to go get my shoulder looked at, which is not going to be fun. But I'd rather do that instead of continuing on and getting actually hurt, like actually injured. I'm not going on the IR anytime soon, so. That was Sigil Baphomet. This is a wild looking build. From the outside, looking in with the rotating Hemolacria tears, that looks wild. Definitely going to take Sigil Baphomet here. Curse the Maze, but hey, at least we can see the map and the items. Will we get Guppy? No. Of course we won't. There's Void, but honestly, we'll probably shut it down after the lamb here. The bottom of my tongue is really bothering me, and I should probably let it rest. Okay, game. Hey, look, you gave us this run, game. I'm just living it. We got 2 Guppy items without even having a Devil Deal precedent for the longest time, so. And honestly, having Saturnus here with Hemolacria has been really, really interesting. I've never seen it paired with Delirious like that before, and I'm curious if other people in the mosh pit have seen that before. Also, why are they doing no damage to Pile there? They're definitely not doing any damage after a certain point. It's kind of weird. But I'm making sure I'm going to the gym whenever I can. But I am being conscious of my health. I'm making sure that I'm not hurting myself. Because that's always been the big stopping point for me was I'll go in, I can do barely half the weight I used to, and then I either get discouraged or I get too sore and I'm like, this sucks. I'm coming at it from a different mentality this time around, and I think it's been working because I've been feeling motivated to go. Keep going. That's good. That's really where it starts, you know? So it's a long journey. It would be cool to open up a fitness blog one day, but I also don't like to. I don't like the idea of letting everyone see what you're doing all the time. So I'll probably never do it. But either way, thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this run here. It was a very interesting run. And Saturnus kind of made a name for itself in this one, but I gotta say that it all comes back down to that 3-skull Monty play. Without that Monty play, that totally changed the nature of this entire run for the better. So shout out to that legendary 3-skull Monty. We love you, and thank you very much for being there for us. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hyping the video for those of you who have hype points. Have a great Monday, everybody, and as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Also, we don't have any more memes today because we're still waiting. Woo! Thanks for watching this video. I'd like thanks to patrons of mine like Koi, Mr. Moneybags, Dad of Two, and Pokestick. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.